How's it going, Toy Table fans? Welcome back to the Toy Table, and I'm well past Bale's bedtime as he's been passed out on that couch there for quite a while. We're back down here at the Toy Table Raceway, looking to hopefully get through the rest of this Thanksgiving party. It's lasted quite a while as it's already, well over almost a week since Thanksgiving Thanksgiving even was in the US of A, but we're still celebrating it here in Niagara Falls, Canada, and we're going to move on here with the bump and grind. So, sitting in at our current boot champs is the Peas and Corn, driven by Jackie Stewart, sitting on a 4-1 record. One more loss by them will currently just send them into the taste of the boot bag. That collection's starting to get a little crowded. And a quick look here at contestants row. Any one of these teams can be called into action by simply the roll of the dice here in a moment. Also, just want to give you guys each a little visual shout out here. And when I was going through kind of a whole responding to a bunch of comments, a bunch of you guys wanted to get into the race or another team. So what I've done, I've gone ahead, cut up some more pieces of paper. There you guys all are again. Welcome back to the raceway. I'm going to go ahead and draw 3 names here and add them to our driverless teams or lack of sponsors, whatever we want to call it. Make it up for me in the comments. Hot Wheels boys, you're going to take over these 2 Driftas named Flatline, Major. Haven't raced. Need their debut still. Then, Gary's Diecast Collection. I also got to get you some demons out here. Just got to dig those up, but it's late. And we're just gonna roll those Lamborghinis. You never know. And next up, we've got Big Charlie's Model Garage. What was he driving? Oh, the stuffing. It went 3 and 2 in the party. He's already coming back down the track with those buff chromes. And we got another name to pull for these peaks. Ron's Muscle Car Garage. Welcome to the Toy Table. Anyways, with that, let's get these cars rolling. It's been a few days. Sorry about the delay between videos, but you just know how it goes. Let's see where we get to. 20 minutes on the clock. Should change the show up a bit. Less talking, more racing, and let's go. Okay, Peas and Corn, you're up against already Hot Wheels' boys, Flat Ground Major, the newest member on the block or on the contestants row. Let's go to the track. All right, track is cleared. Same rules apply for the bump and grind. First team to 3 points. Just 1 car from either team needs to cross the line first. Bumping and grinding is encouraged. Let's go. Drifter out to the pavement first. Oh, and he does a great job knocking Donatello's Roadster right off kilter in the 2 Driftas for Flatline or Flat Ground Major. They get a point. All right, lots of action on that first lap. Let's see lap 2. Flat Ground Major up 1 point. This time it's the party wagon. The green Drifta really tried to make it a race there, but the party wagon was steady. Not sure what happened to the other cars. All right, 1-1 is the score. Party wagon gets out to a huge lead, but it's the yellow Flat Ground Major sandwiching them, bouncing off, and getting the second point. Peas and Corn in danger of losing the boot. It's been tough for any of these teams lately to get any traction and get on a roll for a good record. Let's see. Party wagon out front, and he saves the day. 2-2. We got sudden death here. These gates seem to be getting people jammed. Anything can happen once that happens. 1, 2, 3, go. Nice even start there. Hey, it's the Peas and Corn saving victory there. They now go 5-1. Flat Ground Major down 0-1. Still with another chance though as you need 2 losses to determine your qualification. Peas and Corn 5-1 now. They needed everything they had against Flat Ground Major, driven by Hot Wheels Boys. Let's go back to the dice, and it's going to be number 5 this time. Let's bring on Ken's The Wine. Should be a good show. That's grandfather versus grandson. 3-1, The Wine versus 5-1, Jackie Stewart. This could be the match of the night. All right, this is where I need a ring bell. We got The Wine. This all Ninja Turtles matchup here. 1, 2, 3, go. And it's The Wine. 2 cars for The Wine. The Midnight Auto and the Roadhog scave off those 2 Peas and Corn, and Ken is up 1-0. The Wine up 1-0 over Peas and Corn. This time Donald Tuttle fights back, and it's 1-1. We got a race. All right, 1-1. And it's the Donald Tuttle and the Party Wagon stopping Ken The Wine short. 2-1. They take the lead. All right, 6-1 is in hand. Just one more clean run here by Peas and Corn. Jackie Stewart. And it's the Party Wagon collecting the cars behind them, and they send them to victory. 6-1. And unfortunately, that's the end of The Wine. And we're going to get some shuffling on the toy table. Let's go see the action. 6-1 goes Peas and Corn. Getting up there. All right, we got an 0-0 plate back down here on contestants row in the 5th spot. That can mean only one thing. It's going to be an even or an odd. Those are the teams that are coming down. And it's an even. Gary's Diecast Collection. These beautiful Lamborghinis. I guess you want to call them Lamborghinis. A couple Matchboxes, I do believe. Yep. You never know. They could be hot. All right. Let's roll again. Oh, sorry. We got to do some adjustments. It said there's going to be action on the toy table. Peeker's Peak coming over. Oh, dear. Ron's. There we go. All right. Our next team. It's going to go to Sports Collector 959. Really glad to pull your card. I just watched your Thanksgiving video. Hopefully all is well. He's had a real rough time with this COVID. Hopefully we can pick a good one here. I think you'd like the Trotters. Couple 70 Ford Escorts. Very collectible in the Hot Wheels. He collects sports cards, obviously. But good luck. You'll see them filter through. Let's go. Number 4. The Beers. Going against Peas and Corn. I think a rematch. I'm not sure. All right. The Beers on a 2-1 record on their first loss. 7-1 is a chance for Peas and Corn. Baseline, Cockney Cab, Roadster, Party Wagon. Let's see it go. Baseline way out in front again. And yeah, someone commented they are right. Beautiful alignment on that baseline. Barely touching the wall. And let's go back to the top. All right, Peas and Corn down 1-0. Still looking for a team to go on a real run. Challenge for that sandwich bag of fame. Baseline. Winning by a couple car lengths on his own. Getting the whole shot. 4 cars finish. Back to the top. All right, the Beers have these vegetables on the ropes. Baseline's just getting warmed up, folks. They are now the Beers. The new boot champs once again. Going to 3-1. And that's going to be it. I think a 6-2 record. I forget just now. Let's go to the top of the table and confirm. All right, with that, the Beers back on top, holding the boot. That baseline shone there pretty brightly for Hot Wheels Fever Addicts, the Beers. 3-1 once again, boot champs. Let's go back to the dice because we got a slot open on 4. as Jackie Stewart is out. And we're going back to the dice. It's going to be another even. And we're going to bring down Ron's Muscle Cars diecast. And those guys are called Peakers. Peak. Could be dangerous out there. Could be dangerous. Okay. Let's move off. Let's move these guys over there. And the shuffle continues. The shuffle. Who do we got? Who do we got? Who do we got? Collector Holic. He drove those guys right there to a 12-0 victory. Let's see whether these hang-a-lefts can do just as much damage. They are next on the list. Hang-a-left. Driven by Collector Holic. Check out his channel. All of his channels. Let's go subbing. All right. We've got Flat Ground Major again here going against the Beers. Beers looking to go 4-1. Should be favored in this matchup. All right. Racers are ready. First one to 3 points. Moves on. 1, 2, 3, go. Nice even start by all the racers. But it's the Beers just getting that little bit of an edge there down the track, cluttering it up, and they get the first point. All right, Hot Wheels boys driving those Drifsters. They have a track in New Zealand, and it's one of the whippiest corners in all of Hot Wheels racing. Let's see whether they can get by these Beers. The Beers each strong, running strong times there. This could be a good team, folks. That contestant row looks pretty weak now. All right, those Drifters just a step behind. Let's see them up the middle. Unfortunately, the lead car, the Drifter, was just trying to attack the second car of the Beers, and that's a loss for Flat Ground Major to the Sandwich Bag of Shame. The Beers moving on. All right, the Beers go 4-1. Open slot here on 6, just over 12 minutes. Lots of time for racing. Still wouldn't mind seeing the fuzz or the greens. Definitely the old-fashioned hams driven by sports card collectors. I want to see them all. Let's get another team down here and get going. It's an odd finally. We're going to see these beautiful Renaults. Hopefully that silver shows up going down the road there. Nice. I can track it with the Toy Table Racing Cam. Collector Holic entering the game again. Look out. And, oh, speaking of which, we're going to take the worm and we're going to give him the leather options. Yep. A couple sedans. They're called the leather options. Oh. Uh-oh. Everything's going awry. Real old school here at the Toy Table. If you ever wonder why we call it the Toy Table, just about every video we have a table and it plays a key part. All right, let's see one of these new teams. These teams we haven't seen. We haven't really seen any of them. Wow, look at that. We're leaving some party guests still here. Okay, Buffed Chromes, Big Charlie's Model Garage, their debut on the Toy Table Raceway versus the 4-1 Beers. First 1 to 3 as the Beers look to streamline themselves to 11-1 and retire that way. 1, 2, 3, go. Oh, look at the Renault go! Out of nowhere. I was not expecting that. His partner well behind. There's a little bit of a difference between them. Not sure whether you can see that there. One's a little more silver, one's a little more gray. Not sure where they all came from. But anyways, the Beers look like they're in trouble, and they got 2 holes in the glass this time. All right. Buffed Chromes up 1-0. We got the darker of the Renaults up the middle against that baseline. Better even start there, and it's the baseline this time, shoving that front end of the Renault into the wall, slowing them down. 1-1. We got a battle. All right, baseline's keeping tabs on that dark Renault there. Just can't shake them. 1, 2, 3, go. 1-1 is the score. Oh, the Renault gets a much better start there as it needed. And it's 2-1 now. Beers in trouble. Beers in trouble. All right, back to the top. The Beers just don't care. They're taking the middle as the Buff Chromes are up 2-1. Same dirty racing move done by that Beers. Hopefully I quoted that right there. Hot Wheels Fever Addict. Love that quote you had on one of your races there a little while back. And 2-2. Got another overtime. Great racing here tonight. All right, Buffed Chromes looking to start off their career right up the middle. They took those middle lanes, trying to go 1-0. They just need this pass. Oh no, terrible start by either of them. Up the middle, they didn't agree with that start at all. 0-1. Wow, what a pin drop there. I don't even know. Let the air out of the bag. Beers though. Add another win. Let's find out how many they have. I was expecting more there out of that one, out of those first 4 laps. Let's go back to the table. All right, the Beers come back from behind there. Go 5-1. They're not messing around with this boot championship. And those Renaults just so unpredictable. But they have promise. They're going to have another chance there. 0-1. Most of the board we haven't seen 4 0-0 teams. Still, we don't need to move anybody. No one's in a bag. And it's going to be the Worms, the Fuzz against the Beer. And let's go to it. All right. Let's see this go. We got the Beers versus the Fuzz. Oh, big wreck there. You could hear that from up here. And it's baseline with the win there. But they clammed up there near the end. The Worm is not out of it. All right, back at it. The Beers up 1-0. Once again, that baseline. Oh, no, he got spun out. And it's the squad car here for the Fuzz. Boop, 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 boop. 1-0. Or sorry, 1-1. 1-1. All right, 1-1 is the score. We got them split up. 1, 2, 3, go. Baseline out in front. But it's the 2 Beers taking the victory that time. A little slower on those squad cars for the Fuzz. 2-1 now. Fuzz down 1. Beers need this for the win. And the Fuzz have the middle of the lanes. 1, 2, 3, go. Just not enough. They're just down by a car length. Should do okay in the sandwich bag of shame tour there. But these guys, another win. I think that goes to 6-1 now. Let's go to the toy table for the results. 6-1 is the record now. Looks like we got time for one more race. Let's get to it. We got a little shuffling happening. Sports card collectors on the even. Odd is going to be Collectorholics. Hang a left, and look at that. The Worm just lost the team, and he's already right back ready to get back at it with those leather options. And it's an Odd once again. Hanging a left. Collectorholic already has 1 team in the sandwich bag of fame. Looking to add another. It's all just luck of the draw. And I just like putting the teams together. And it's just one big qualifier, guys. And if you just, follow along your teams, you might not see that. But then just a quick update before we end off here. I wasn't really able to race today, but now I'm racing now. But anyways, earlier, I sorted out all the bags. Here's our O2s. Then here, I tasted the boot bag. I put all their 3 and 2s together, our 1 and 2s, 2 and 2s, and so forth. So I'm going to confuse you guys quite a bit, hopefully with some good matchups and some racing. Oh, we got to get racing. Oh yeah. Sorry guys. You guys are going to go over. Another team. Muskoka Card Collector. Let's give you the... What are these guys called? The Advantage Aston. It's going to be tough to say. One more race. Let's see it go. And it's going to be 6. Those Buff Chromes looking for some revenge against the Beers. Let's see it go. All right, Hot Wheels Fever Addicts. The Beers getting a lot of airtime today, looking to extend their stay to the next show here. They need the win against these Buff Chromes. Held them to a 3-2 loss, but hung right in there. Let's see it go. 1, 2, 3, go. Better even start there. Oh, ho, ho, ho. And it's a Buff Chrome, the fast one we know. This guy's just not hanging in, unfortunately. But it's 1-0. One man team there for Buff Chromes. 1-0 Buffed Chromes. Better start there by the Renault. But he just doesn't have enough traction when he comes up against the baseline. And it's 1-1 once again. Good match. All right, Renault's going to take the outside lanes here early. 1, 2, 3, go. Look at that lead. Oh, it evaporated there. The Cockney cab there had the time limit on, and it's 2-1 now. The Beers about to go, what, 7-1? All right, let's see a good one here. Let's keep our eyes on that finish line. Beers up 2-1. Renault's took the middle of the track. 1, 2, 3, go. And once again, look at the spread on this one. He started in the other lane. Pretty nearly ends up first. They look great on the camera there. Woo-wee. The Beers. Still champs. Unfortunately, that's going to be the end of the run for these Buff Chromes. Just a one-team effort. Perhaps you're going to be wanting to make a trade or upgrade your team there. Big Charlie. 7-1 boot champs. They're going to survive to see the beginning of the next show, and they're going to try to go to 11-0. The Savage Bag of Fame is watching with great intent as they might have some company. Anyways, this 6th slot is once again open in this show. Let's see who's coming down. Sparks Card Collectors, the Trotters, or Leather Options by the Worm. And it's another odd. I think that's 3 or 4 odd teams coming down in a row before those Trotters. But they'll get their call someday. Just come back and see. That's kind of the hook. Hopefully, it's fun doing this. And unfortunately, it takes a little while to get through the teams. But hopefully everybody gets a good turn to see their teams go. And yeah, the brackets, I think, are going to be a whole lot of fun. I think, hopefully, I'm going to do a better job than I did in past brackets, but should be fun. Oh, I got 2 here. We'll take the top one. We'll leave the bottom one as a mystery. Scorpio Love Smith. Well, you're going to get Porsche support. Kind of the last team I have ready to go here tonight anyways. Good time to leave it off, but there's plenty more teams, plenty more racing, plenty more fun. And as always, I'm going to say, keep those tires pumped and racing.